Have you ever considered the impact of your inner child on your present-day experiences? The concept of the inner child refers to a subconscious part of you that holds onto past experiences, both positive and traumatic. These emotions from your inner child can influence your daily life and relationships. To illustrate, let's explore a different example. Think about Alice in Wonderland, a story by Lewis Carroll. Alice grew up in a really strict place. Her inner child, that's like the younger version of herself inside her mind, probably learned that being curious can get you into trouble. It's like if your teachers or parents always told you not to ask too many questions or explore too much. So Alice's inner child got this idea that being curious is a bad thing. This belief stuck with her because the grown-ups around her made her think that way. Now, as she's grown up, this belief might be stopping her from trying out new things or seeing the world in a different way. Imagine if Alice never challenges this idea. The fears and limits from her inner child could stick around, affecting the choices she makes in her adult life. It's like carrying around an old backpack full of worries and not realizing it's holding her back from enjoying new adventures. Have you been feeling a bit down or stressed out recently? Maybe it's like your inner self, the part deep inside your mind, is trying to tell you something. It's like a little signal that there might be some stuff from the past that needs sorting out. Don't worry though. We've got some simple and real ways to help you take care of that inner part of you. So let's dive into 5 genuine ways to look after your inner self, especially when it's feeling a bit hurt. First on our list is something called self-reparenting. Imagine being your own caring and wise parent, the kind you always wished for. Let's say you're feeling really nervous about something coming up, like a big test or a challenge. Self-reparenting is like giving yourself a little pep talk. You talk to that inner part of you that feels scared and worried. It's kind of like saying, hey, it's okay to feel nervous, but you've got this. You're stronger than you think, and you can handle it. This way, you're comforting that part of you that might be carrying around worries from when you were younger. Dr. Alex Chen, who knows a lot about this stuff, says doing this helps heal any old hurts you might be carrying from when you were a kid. Now, let's chat about the third way to take care of that little part inside you. It's called revisiting the past. If your inner self is making you feel upset or stressed, it might be related to things that happened a long time ago. We have a few examples of exercises you can do that might help. In the first exercise, close your eyes and picture the entrance of your childhood bedroom. Step inside and envision yourself sitting next to your younger self. Tell all the things you wish to hear as a child but never did. This exercise can be very intense, so only do it when it feels right. For the second exercise, grab a piece of paper and some crayons or markers and draw a picture of a time when you were really happy or really sad as a little kid. It's like creating a colorful snapshot of that moment. Doing this helps you understand and deal with the feelings you might still be carrying from back then. It's like giving a voice to those old emotions and saying, I see you, and it's okay. Another option is writing a letter of forgiveness to your parent or caregiver for any trauma you experienced. This can help recover lost memories or create closure in a situation where there may not be any. This step is best done with a mental health professional to help navigate the exercise safely and unpack anything that comes up. Now, let's explore the fourth way to take care of that inner part of you. It's all about challenging the stories you might have been told when you were a kid. Sometimes grown-ups say things that aren't true, and these stories can stick with us. It's like carrying around a backpack full of made-up stuff. Think about the little engine that could. Imagine if someone told you that you couldn't do something, like that little engine trying to climb a big hill. It's important to question these not-so-great beliefs. Ask yourself, are these things really true about me, or did someone just tell me that a long time ago? Identifying where these ideas came from is like figuring out where that backpack of untrue stuff is coming from. Once you know that, you can start letting go of those not-so-helpful stories and make room for more positive and true thoughts. Now let's chat about the fifth way. It's called practicing mindfulness. This is like paying extra attention to what's happening in your mind and heart. Changing old habits needs you to be aware of what's going on inside you. Practicing mindfulness is like giving your inner child a cozy blanket of positive thoughts and actions. It's like saying, I see you, and I'm here to make things better. Mindfulness helps heal your inner wounded child by making you more aware and accepting of your past hurts. Imagine sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and reflecting on your feelings without judgment. This simple practice can untangle the knots of old pain. For example, when you try mindfulness, you can notice how it gives you a space to understand your childhood struggles without being too hard on yourself. As you practice mindfulness, you learn to regulate your emotions, calming the storms inside you. It's like finding a peaceful island in the midst of emotional waves. Through meditation and self-reflection, you start treating your inner wounded child with kindness. This self-love becomes a powerful force in your healing journey. The present moment becomes a safe place where the shadows of the past lose their grip. You will realize that by being present and moving mindfully, for example, you can connect your mind and body. This connection is a source of strength, showing you that acknowledging and loving your inner wounded child is a path to resilience. So, in wrapping up, it's really important to recognize and take care of that little part inside you that might be feeling hurt. It's like giving it a friendly wave and saying, hey, I see you and I'm here for you. Doing this is a big deal for becoming a better, happier you. Even though fully fixing things might take some time, these steps we talked about can really help. Unfortunately, it's true what they say. History does repeat itself, and a wounded inner child can be the root cause of this cycle. It's time to break it. This is something that may never be totally cured, but it will help to heal both your trauma and your wounded inner child. We're curious, how do you look after your inner self? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to stick around for more encouraging and positive stuff. Until we meet again.